Welcome back to another Wartales video. Okay. Today what we're going to be doing is having a look at getting a party ready for Harag. I'm pretty keen. We're only a couple of weeks away from the end of March now, so I have a feeling that there's going to be some news on Harag coming out soon. I basically want to get my party a little bit ready for it. You may recognize this group from some previous videos. It's a very pikeman and archer heavy group. I'm just going to be talking through a few things, getting the party ready, and finishing off the county of Arthas with these guys. Over the next week or two, I may aim to finish Wartales as well, so that this group only have Harag to do once it does come out. But I think this will be a fun and a pretty well set up group in terms of just being quite versatile with what can get thrown at it for the upcoming stuff. Okay, so aims of this video, and what I mean by getting ready is I want to try to get another couple of people up to level 5. So I've got a few people at level 4. I've got one destroyer tank who's only at level 2. So I want to get these guys up to level 5 if I can. Make them a little bit more a few more weapons and a bit more armor, that kind of thing. And then I will consider myself ready. Just going to pick up a little bit of robe. I'll buy a few resources just to sell on to somebody. And we will have a quick look at the bounty list as well. Now, what are our wages? Our wages for this group are 220. Okay, so they're quite an expensive group per rest. We haven't killed Kagal. Let's, we won't kill the corpse looters yet. We might go kill some rats, though. And we will do a couple of assassination missions. Now, we got plenty of influence, so we'll negotiate these prices up. And let's just do that twice for each of them, I think is probably pretty good. And I want to leave the corpse looters there because you can recruit one of them sometimes, and they give you a kind of a nice high level brute. And I don't think I want to fight Kagal yet, just because my companions are a little bit lower in level. All right, let us get on our way. So we are halfway through the county of Arthas at the moment, and we got a couple of different little quests to do. So we still haven't done the deserted cave and Prano village. So we might go up and do that first. Then we have some deserters to deal with. We have to deal with 2 deserter groups. We'll sell the things, the trade goods that we just picked up at this mill to finish that quest off and continue on our way. Alrighty, it's been more than a month, I think, since I played these guys. So I'm a little bit excited to jump back into the archer and spearman party. I am wondering whether I will mix the group up maybe slightly more and throw in a ranger or something for Harag when we start getting over there. We'll have a little bit of a look-see when we get a little bit closer, see what it's going to throw at us. But I have been playing around with a bit of a party of rangers recently. That was quite a lot of fun. I enjoy getting a lot of those backstabs off as well. However, I think the pikemen in this group really do make it probably one of the most versatile groups, because it doesn't really matter if something's coming at you and can deal a whole lot of damage, because you can just stop it getting to you and you are fine from there. All right, let's talk to you, Astingian. Now, you are a cannibal. So I am actually going to do what I think is for the common good. This party, overall, a little bit of lag with the text here, but oh well. Might be all the torches in the background. Okay, so we've done that. We've got now quest complete in the Great Growler Grotto. We've mined a little bit more ore, which I think we needed. We've got 22 in the bank, got 16 wood, so at the moment my archers still don't have level 5 weapons. So I do need to look for a ghost pack to pick up a little bit more white leather. That might be one of the first things that we're aiming to do, in fact, is find some ghosts. And they do only appear at night, so just got to keep my eye on them. Now, we could give these guys food and alcohol to get a little bit more influence, but we've already got plenty, so I might just skip that. They've still got the quest mark on there. Yeah, there we go. Thanks. That should tick us off there now. Funeral offering. Oh, maybe I do have to make one offering to them to get rid of that quest. There we go. Thank you very much for my influence. I guess you can keep going back and you can keep giving them alcohol at different points in time. Okay, now, it has actually been so long since I ran with this party and was in the video with them that I cannot remember what side I've been supporting. So let's just have a quick look. The Fate of Arthas. We prevented the poisoning of Lord Vanale's well, and we killed the abbot. So we have both helped and hindered Lord Vanale so far. If we talk to the sergeant down here, he actually asks us to get some groups to join their cause rather than fighting the deserters. So we might do that since it's another good way to finish off this quest. And Captain Hostes, he actually has a spear that I really, really want. So we will go and do his quest, but at the same time, there's going to be a little something sneaky that we'll do just to get what we need off him as well. Alright, we're approaching needing a rest, so I might just try and get one of these fights out of the way before we do actually rest up. Oh, good, we do manage to engage them. Nothing worse than starting a fight with fatigue. You get like a minus 30% debuff to everything, which first aid can cure, but it's just a bit of a pain having to spend your precious valor points on first aid when you don't really want to. Alright, let's try to get our group going over here. Got a tank down. Now we do have bombers in this group. So bombers are something we want to try to get rid of quickly if we can. Just switch them around so that my 2 tanks are in the front and my 2 archers are in the back. Now this guy has sprint running 9 meters. I reckon I can get to him. I'm going to try get over here and engage this bomber just so that we can stop them from joining the fight. Grimact will probably go that way. Let's see. Ooh. Oh, Brute has pretty high movement at 11. Let's go and take this bomber out of the fight as well. Now, we equipped this Brute with the Legendary, and the Legendary Hammer is absolutely incredible. So even though he's only level 2, he's actually probably going to become one of our higher damage dealing units, which is great. Alright, that henchman couldn't get to us. Raider's just targeting, that's fine, that's fine. Let's start showing them what we can do with our spearmen here. This raider will never get his attack off if we have our way. Kind of surprised that didn't do double damage or knock them back. I guess he's right up against him, so that doesn't help much. Alright, well, let's mosey on down this way. And we'll set up a spear wall there. I feel like this henchman could... No. Didn't come north. This raider will probably come up to us anyway. Alright. Can I get above him? I'll just go before his next turn. That's fine. Knock him out of combat. And we'll go over this way and stop this henchman from engaging anybody. Bomber targeting just the 1 unit. That's good for us. And we've only got 2 Valor points remaining. So we probably want to get ourselves set up so that we can just get some Valor back from engaging. And I'm probably not going to set up a barrage shot here. Can't run him too much further, and I definitely don't want to stop in the fire, so we'll just take a little shot. And we'll actually come and wait down here. Get ourselves a Valor point back. Very nice. Now you get Valor points back on kills, but you're not going to be able to reach anybody to kill this round. I kind of want to get a barrage down on these guys, because these three are all going to have to move at some point soon. So, let's head down this way. And I can get two of them, so let's go with two of them for now. And our archer here has galvanized, so on his next turn he'll be able to run into the middle and get a nice galvanize off on people too. That would put me right in the middle of the fire. Definitely don't want that. What do we want to do? Let's knock this henchman back a little into our thing. That'll get us a nice valor point there. And we'll just come down close so that we can run through on our next turn, but not stand in the fire. Actually, we will finish next to somebody to get ourselves another valor point back. Pity that we didn't have this spearman upgraded. He could have stopped both of them in their tracks there. Alright, so we need to knock this raider out before his turn. That bomber's pretty much taken care of, but I'd like our brute to come down and engage this bomber so that we're not dealing with too much fire around the place too. So what I might do, I might ignore that one, and we'll knock this guy out. Then we'll come down and we could throw the spear, but that will mean we're not in combat anymore. So we will just engage him. Alright, Hamad is coming under fire now. And I think what we want to do here is actually still set up our engage. So we're going to run and set ourselves on fire. Just see if we can kill this henchman off first. And we can't. But we will reset ourselves up. And we'll go and do a couple of pokes on people. Get rid of him. We can't set up a spear wall, unfortunately, so we'll just gain ourselves a valor point back. And then we'll set up a spear wall on Hamad. So, Hamad, you can come down. What about even over here? And I'll get you to set that up. Poke him a bit more into the fire first. Thank you. I know it would kind of be ideal to have our the enemy leader engaged, but at the same time, not strictly necessary. We'll end up dealing the extra damage and we'll kill him off pretty quickly as well. Alrighty, doesn't really matter if we do anything with him. This raider can, or this spearman can come over and poke him. And what we'll do, we'll run over, get some more valor points back, and get ourselves positioned right near this spear so we can take these raiders down a little bit quicker. Now, so long as the raiders aren't both going to go first thing on their next turn, we'll be right. I'm just going to get couple of points back from Galvanize, and we're about to do a rest as well anyway, so not too worried at the moment. A nice knockback and a kill. Such a fun group setup, this one. Just so many options to play with in terms of ways to trigger those attacks of opportunity. Oh, Hamad is running a little bit low on health though. Didn't realise, I've forgotten he was bleeding, so I will have to go and get a healer on him next turn. Probably shouldn't have used my swordsman to begin that round, but that's okay. We're going to run these guys all away. Alright, let's do this. Let's go down, heal you. I just shoot you. And you can wait there. That's all good. Henchman's not going to go again yet, so we're okay. We're going to move over here. Poke you out of the way. And jump in here to do a nice spear throw on him. So there's going to be some very cool stuff getting released with Harag that I'm very excited about. One of the main things, obviously, is going to be the level cap increase, which is just going to be a really nice thing in terms of moving the characters past the level 5 cap where they are now. The level 5 cap has, like, it hasn't felt painful or bad or anything to me, but you know, being able to level up your characters more, that's only going to be good and fun. The new region, obviously, is going to be very exciting. I have a feeling there's going to be a few surprises that they haven't told us about yet, mainly because that is how they always play these things. I've never known them to give us everything that, and only what we know about. So, very exciting times. And I am wondering whether there's going to be a new arena as well. So I really like the assassin class that you unlock with the with Smot's arena. So I'm curious. I want to see what the next specialization is, like which class gets to unlock it first. All right, our destroyer here. We're definitely not going Valorous Chain because we're not going to hit many people. Duel, I think, will be quite good because he will actually quite often kill his enemy too. Ooh, he gets a double movement. We kind of want that so he can engage more people. And he can then also... Like I saw some good heavy armor in here. There we go. Plus 2% guard, plus 7 armor, but he loses 4 strength. So strength is important to him because the way the Ingenious one works is... If his strength is higher, he gets a guaranteed critical hit. So I might leave him with that armor, actually. We will repair, because I feel like we're in a little bit of a risky position. There's another contract group over here. We may get attacked while we're resting here. I might assign someone to the stool. And it's actually been so long since I've played this group. There's a few things that they have added that were not here the last time I played the game. Create a brewing vat, sure. Not that we really need the extra happiness. I just kind of like having all the camp gear. We will create ourselves a chest. Yes, please. Thank you very much. And I think there's a couple of things I want to put in there like this. I definitely don't want to sell that by accident. Level 2, not great. Don't need that anymore. Can sell that. We've got a few level 4 medium armors. I feel like we've actually got pretty good armor on everybody here. 3116, 3 slots. Yeah, okay, so we don't need that either. That can all be sold. As can that. Yeah, cool. I think we're actually okay. Let's eat some food. 53 food is a lot of food. Good enough. Don't mind a little bit of overfeeding. I'm kind of after some standard leather as well. It's definitely something that I feel like I don't have enough of. I kind of want to see if I can surprise these guys just because. So we come in behind him. Nice. I feel like we always need more leather to craft things. Back in Tiltron, plenty of places to buy leather from. Here in Arthas, not so much. Alright, I'm just going to group my squad up again. Okay, this time we've actually got their main champion right here, which is great. So we are going to... Do we have bombers or do we have poachers? We have bombers again. Only 2 of them, though. Both them and us were much more spread out last time. So now, against their champion, who has 29 health, our level 3 now character doesn't have enough strength to do critical hits on them. So we will just do our normal hammer hits. So normally you want to take on dexterity-based characters like archers, poachers, that kind of thing, once you have someone with that hammer. Alright, now we have a little bit more Valor to play with here, so I am actually going to come in and set up a little bit more of a kill zone. Bombers aren't going to get their turns yet. Let's get another archer coming in and setting up a kill zone. Him here with 39% guard it's obviously quite a lot of guard as well. So on the swordsman, it is nice to sometimes take the kick skill. That kick skill does really help reduce the guard and get rid of those enemies a little bit faster. Cool, I don't mind the raider getting through there. So we've gone for encouragement, which gives us extra defense on people. It works very well, but I do think sometimes the kick can also be a solid choice. So we do have destabilization on this spearman, so we might come up and first destabilize and then get a couple of archer shots. So these attacks of opportunity, they don't deal an incredible amount of damage yet. Once we upgrade their bows, though, that is going to change. Alright, the bomber's going to target this group of 3. Other bomber probably will as well, just because it's a very nice shot for them there. I kind of want you to finish up next to your friend. I'm probably just asking for more bomber shots there. Probably shouldn't stand so close, but well. I can't reach that bomber. Let's just run over and get their main dude engaged again. Could have used Wrath there as well, but wouldn't have killed him, so probably not the best use of a Valor point. Yeah, so he does come over and target the 3 of them again. Not a problem, not a problem. Now, if we were in the middle of this, we'd actually be set up for a very nice galvanize there. And we can run in, so we're going to do just that. A 6-point galvanize. I am really giving these bombers an absolute field day. And hopefully our brute has enough movement to come over and get rid of one of these other bombers. He does. Great. Alright, I might wait for a couple of these guys to go and to trigger a few attacks of opportunity before I start moving them again. And we're going to have to get Gabner out of that fire as well, which we can do. Oof, almost a one-turn kill. Our Wrath only does 15. Just going to use protection just to reduce our incoming damage. I am bleeding here, which I should make sure I cure as well. We do have a nice Wrath back here. Get us some Fury and Brutality as well. So I'm going to do this Henchman just so that we can get some extra stabs and shots in. I'm amazed that didn't trigger an attack of opportunity there, but okay. We should still have plenty of Valor points to play around with. And I'm surprised it didn't trigger an attack of opportunity from him. Alright, I apparently need to get used to playing with these spearmen again. My range seems a little bit out on some of them for what's going to happen. That's all good though, that's all good. We're already outnumbering them, so it will not take us long to finish these guys off. Down goes their champ. And I feel like what I might do with some of this as well is I'll probably speed up a few of the battles a little. Just to, or not speed the battles up, but kind of kick the battle off, show you what's happening, and then sort of skip to the end, because I feel like just watching me run spearmen around and set up these is not the only thing that needs to happen. Alright, let's take you out. Down we come to Mr. Bomber. I must say, they didn't really spread fire too widely on the ground this time, so good thing for us. We got a bunch of temporary valor, so I don't mind spending a little bit. Oh, there's some rocks there, that's why he's not doing anything. Don't mind spending a little bit of valor just to get these things going on. Not gonna knock him back. I'm a bit surprised I'm not having a chance to hit some of my own guys here. Look, let's just have a bit of fun with this guy. Knock him back for a double spearman hit. I feel like maybe they've changed the rules around how and when these spearmen use their attacks of opportunity. I'm missing something. Alright, let's get rid of that bleeding as well. Alright, so now that we're out of our temporary valor points, I will try to maintain a couple. It is one thing that I like doing just so that you can start more fights more easily or more frequently in between your rests. So there's one thing that I've sort of seen a few comments on actually in Discord and had a couple of chats with people about. Someone posted a big Steam guide on making money and a couple of other things in Wartales. And I found it quite an interesting read, actually. I did go through and read the whole thing. So if any of the rest of you post guides on Steam and want me to refer to them, do let me know. This guide was by Romain and was a very detailed explanation of all the different ways that you can make money in the game. The thing that I found really interesting about reading it was that a lot of it, kind of makes sense. I might do a lot of it sort of fairly naturally. But where it felt quite different was that it didn't seem to cover one of the things that I'd consider, I guess, quite important with the game, and that is that you don't generally do activities in isolation. So it was looking at each activity as if you were going to do that activity and just that activity. We have a bunch of stuff we can sell here too, which is great. So we're not as poor as we seemed a second ago. And as soon as we go back into town, we'll get a bunch of stuff there too. And so basically what it was looking at is how you make money from individual activities, forgetting the fact that as you roam around the map, you're actually always going to be doing a loop. So, you might fight one group of animals to get some meat, and then you might do a couple of quests like we've just done there. You might sell some trade goods like we did just to that lady there. Then you might come down and visit a bandit camp, that kind of thing. And so you'll always do, multiple things at a time. Now, I want to get Wrath for our Brute. And I think Sprint as well. Come here, Mr. Man. Let's make you a little bit better and stronger. Anyway, so, another little thing that I'll kind of talk about is how those gameplay loops go here as well. Now, I cannot remember whether we've done the trackers thing. Yep, okay, we did. We finished our quest for hunting. Reinforced layer of the Falcon. I apparently already have that one. How interesting. I guess I don't need the recipe for it then, do I? Do you have anything that we are after? We have 150 teeth. Animal essence. Nah, we don't need that. Alright, so I haven't been in the game in this game since they added the companion training grounds, so they are a new place to go. One of the things that this group doesn't have at all are upgraded skills. So pikemen only stab one person at a time, archers only shoot 3. It is definitely going to be one thing that we're going to fix up pretty quickly. Now, the skill books are very expensive, so we are going to need a lot of cash to get our group fully upgraded. But I am sure we can get our group upgraded. That is not going to be, well, not too much of a problem, I guess, anyway. I'm going to keep my carcasses. Let's eat some berries. But these skill books, once you get them rolling, your group's efficiency just goes through the roof. You do normally get them when you get access to Vertruce, so the addition of companion training grounds around the place is fantastic. Now, we have to pay our people soon, but I really want to buy 2 of these books, so we don't have any rangers in the party yet. Let's sell that, sure. Let's get another skill mastery book. All right. Lieutenant Hamad, you are definitely one of our shining examples. You can have an upgraded spear wall. That's all we're going to upgrade for you for now. And Sanchin. As long as this unit is next to an ally, they both have brutality. He really helps with getting everyone a little bit of extra damage, but I like the idea that each of my spearmen can lock down 2 people themselves, so they have both been given an upgraded spear wall. So when you're looking at who to give your skill mastery books to, do have a bit of a think about what you're going to be gaining from it efficiency-wise. We've done that fight. Oh, we've got some deserters here, so we actually need to deal... Is it these guys we need to deal with just in front of us? I think it might be. I'm going to try and offer them some money. Execute. I could bribe them if I had $50, but I don't actually have $50, so it's going to be a fight. Okay. Let us commence the fight. This one's probably going to be a bit of a slower fight, so I'm just going to pause here while I get rid of this group, and you can join me again after the fight. Okay, that fight is over. No serious injuries. A little bit of loot. Probably cost us more gold than I would have liked. We do have a ghost swarm just disappearing, so we've just missed out on them, which is unfortunate. I do want to fight some more ghost swarms, but I'm sure we will get more chances. All right, so we've already got our pony from over there. So we're going to... we can't cross that bridge anymore, unfortunately, so we're going to probably head up here and do both the Black Caravan and Deserters quest at the same time. So as I said, there's actually a spear that I really want to get from the Captain Hoatz. It's only a guaranteed loot drop if you kill him, which means that you're going up against Lahart as well. So we've sort of supported Venale a little bit, we've supported Lahart a little bit, and we'll probably end up on the side of the Legion as a result of all the quest choices that we've taken here. Which is cool. I don't think I've done the Legion quest proper. Not since it was kind of earlier in early access. And there were a couple of bugs with it where once Legion overtook Korsha, you couldn't kick them back out again. So I'm keen to see those fixed up as well. Always good to see what it's looking like. All right, so we are pretty short on money. I can sell that recipe because we already know it. I can sell the Tiltrin Hunt and the Artisan Hunt. I do love the inventory sorting. It was a very nice addition to the game. Don't care about vision. Not movement so much either. And nor suspicion. Axe throw. Alright, and we've got a bunch of stuff we can use as medicine and a bunch of empty vials, so we managed to make enough cash to repair. Buy ourselves some tools. And let's hand in our bounties as well. And let's see if we can get some bounties in the same direction as our quests. We have an assassination mission to the north. Going to be an easy one, so that's good. And to the north we go. Actually, I sort of kind of wanted to check for food too while we're going. Alright, we got some pork. Yep, we can cook that up. And we need some more salt. Awesome, awesome. Let's do the cooking and stuff now while we're going. And we've got a couple of fights coming up, so I am just going to go for the Constitution bonus and the Dexterity bonus. Why not while we're going? None of the fights are going to be, I think, particularly hard or anything, but why not be ready for anything that's going to come our way so we can make the fighting as efficient as possible. Now, I probably will show you the next little bit of a fight just so that I can show you the spear wall in action. Now, against the groups that we're facing here, it's... I'd say probably less effective than in some of the other areas. So in some zones, you can actually have a single spearman lock down, you know, multiple targets all by themselves. I can't see any deserters there, so I must have already taken some out. So I probably have to head back to the Legion camp now. So what we'll do is we'll go over and we'll do Captain Hoatz's deserter quest, which is up the hidden path up the mountains here. That's just a caravan, so we're not going to have to run away from them. Sometimes there's wolves and stuff in this forest, wolves and bandits and that. I always try to check before I run up there. Just because, you know, sometimes you don't need to take a fight and other times you do. Alright, so we head to this concealed camp. We talk to Inquisitor Octavia. And this is where Captain Hoatz wants you to come. Now, even though he wants us to come here, he doesn't fight with us at all. He's not on our team, doesn't give us any assistance. Which is one of the reasons that I don't like Hoatz so much. He seems like he's just interested in paying people. Now, against this particular group, our spearmen are a fantastic resource. So zealots will run up and they will actually keep hitting you until they apply fever. And given that there's no guarantee that that's going to happen, they can actually like swing and swing and swing and swing, and it can be very, very bad. All right. Inquisitor Octavia herself is a bit of a beast. 116 armor, 129 health. And we've got some zealots around the place as well. Okay, so Sanchin is one of our spearmen that does a double knockback. So I'm just having a quick look. Might just put our tank up the top there too. And we're not going to be in spear throwing range. Okay, so what we want to do first of all is we will knock Octavia back. We will then go over and get set up to lock both of them down. And what this will mean is that both of these two characters are now taken out of the fight. Now this particular character will have to run through this little gap, and they don't have any ranged characters here either. The Purifier can pull a unit into close range, so we have to be a little careful of them. And Hamad is our other character with the ability to pull people in. Now, I have a feeling that we're going to be about equidistant here. I kind of want him to run over this bear trap. That's sort of what I'm angling for here. And I might be asking a bit much, so let's just get Octavia. Start a little bit of the damage there. And then we will do this. So we'll stop the fanatics from dealing any damage to us. And let's get a ranger set up as well. Since we're about to have a whole bunch of people running our direction. Now these fanatics do a bit of an AoE attack. Fairly dangerous, but not going to be too much of a cause of concern for us here. And the debuff that these guys have on them, or the buff I should say, it means that whenever they hit something, they actually deal an extra percentage of health damage. Oh, Spearman was meant to stop that from happening. Hamad, I'm disappointed in you. That is unfortunate. Well, let's go and engage him. So that does not happen again. And we'll just go and poke this guy a little bit. So we're getting full value out of our archers. They're dealing, you know, a couple of 100 points of damage per round, which is nice. Or about 100 points of damage per round, even with their low damage weapons. And this Purifier, I'm actually going to go up and engage him. I might engage the Fanatic. How much strength do these guys have? 34, that's pretty high. And 35, also pretty high. So I'm not really going to get any bonus damage on them here. Oof, critical hit. And there's his attack of opportunity. Okay, where were we? Alright, the Inquisitor is up next. Definitely need to move Octavia out of the way there. And, Gabna out of the way. That's going to be a nice bit of damage. Those two are still all set up. But this Zealot is kind of in the way, so let's see if we can get rid of him. Oh, so close, so close. Let's just continue the spear wall. So it looks like they've still got the leader buff, even though everyone is engaged. That's interesting. I guess it doesn't say anything about losing it when you are engaged there, so why not? Now we got a ton of people down this way, so yep, let's run into the middle here. Let's get ourselves touching there so that we can shoot you. Didn't get our knockback, but that's fine. And we got weakening on one of these guys. Now we got the weakening on both. So our tank should be okay up the top here. I do kind of want to go and help him out just a touch though. So let's put a little damage on the Fanatics just in case. And let's see if we can stop him getting into combat. So because the Purifier... yep. So he does have a ranged AoE, so he doesn't even have to move. That hurts a bit. Let's just poke the Fanatic, get some extra damage on him. And so what we just learned from that is we want the Fanatic to be kept at maximum range to us. How did he go through both of those? I'm going to have to watch the replay for that. That seems very odd to me. And he has just managed to kill one of my archers as well. He was in the middle of both of those spearmen. I don't get that. And I'm apparently not paying attention to my characters here. Okay, we can't poke him out of the way. This is probably going to go pretty badly for our character here. Let's just take him out there. I'm now very confused as to what is going on. So that was a less than ideal battle. A less than ideal battle indeed. Did we lose our level 5 archer? Lost our level 4 archer. We could accept half, or we could fight you and get more. So, we're going to take out Captain Hostas. Look, I guess we're going to head back into town and try to find another archer replacement for Gabner. Now, Gabner was actually our captain as well. So we have... Oh no, Gabner wasn't our captain. Kalik was our captain. Gabner was our damage archer. Damage-focused archer. Okay, so Captain Hostas, he's got this spear call that has an ability called Flurry of Blows. And Flurry of Blows is an amazing ability because it gets to trigger 4 times on a spearman. We're not going to worry about doing all of our fancy knockbacks and stuff here. We're just going to take him out. Oh, maybe we'll do a little bit of sneaky knockback at the same time. You get to stand next to somebody. Okay, and so when we loot his body, we get the Legion Gizarm. And we also get the sword off the commander that we just fought too. So both very nice. The sword I feel is a little bit more situational in use. I don't necessarily like kind of putting fire all over the ground everywhere. But the spear, combined with I think a couple of the oils that do things like bleed and cause bleed, can be really, really cool. Alright, let's just unlock all of these locks. So for this, we will get ourselves a nice, neat 300 gold. Oops. Thought I had that one there. Not a bad little spot to level your lockpicking to. Alright, now I have to figure out what profession Gabner was and what else she was covering in the team. So she was one of our archers with the role of on kill, getting her on kill ability. So losing her is a bit of a hit to the party. Alright, concealed camp completed. We're going to head back over to the Legion area now and hand that quest in. So we are maintaining, obviously, our 15 happiness bonus as well, just because that 15% combat experience is nice. Our destroyer is now very solidly level 3, on his way to level 4. It is a big pity losing Gabner when she was so close to level 5 herself as well. Would have been a good level up to get. Now, running along behind this mountain pass can be dangerous sometimes. There is this group over here. So we will just sit to the side for a second and then aim for a sprint past them. You can always get away from something if you've got, you know, a full set of run. Now, have we done the Reed Farm? We have not done the Reed Farm yet. So on the way, let's get rid of some Plague Victims. Plague Victims are another really good example of an enemy that is really good to use Spearmen against. Let's get the key. If you don't fight these guys and you know just give them some extra wood to board the door up, or some extra food to feed them. Pretty much as soon as you leave the farmstead, you hear screams coming from it, and, you know, the infected are there anyway. The... Oh, are we working? Yep, we are okay here. Alright, so down to 6 people does actually mean in some ways we're able to set up a little bit easier without that 7th archer, or 2nd archer, I should say. So plague ridden with 92 health. Obviously, 92 is a fair chunk of health for these guys to have. And what we want to do is we want to set up so that a plague ridden can't sort of sneak through on the side here. And we will get our archer set up ready to go as well. And I probably should have done a galvanized on the way through there, just so I wasn't eating into as many of my permanent valor points, the orange valor points. And it was nice that the plague ridden starting at the back were going first here, so it gave us a little bit more of a chance to set up. This guy does another 2. And so what we can do, we can actually run ourselves into the archer's barrage, then set our spear wall up. And what it should mean is that it doesn't matter who is going to come in here, we should be all okay. All the plague ridden at the back were going first here. That's very, very strange. Alright, we will keep our tanks handy on the flanks just in case. But they do start sort of blocking each other off some of the time as well. Very nice shooting there, Calic. And you never want to engage with these guys in melee combat if you can help it, because they do cause your, like a big plague cloud, and any of your units standing in that plague cloud get poisoned as well. So these guys are the ones that you don't want to engage in melee combat, as if you do not have to anyway. So keeping that at arm's distance is very nice. Okay, so we might just poke you, then run down this way and set up for you and you. I'm going to gain a valor point, and you can spear wall 2 enemies, so you're okay. How far can you run? You can actually reach there, so I don't want to hit him with a knockback shot, otherwise Santian's 2nd attack will get used up on that. However, what we might do is we'll do a knockback kill, just because then we can actually set Hamad up as being the guy that they go for. So you can run to there, so we want to be able to basically target those 2 spots. Should be good. We can come down and do a galvanized. Knock you back. Ooh, even get a kill first. Ooh. Kind of ducked in a little bit lower than I thought. And there you go. That's what happens whenever they get in melee combat. It's just unnecessary. Unnecessary getting all that poison damage on everybody. So I'm not even going to try and engage them with the tanks. I don't need to take the damage. We'll be finished with them in a round. Now, if a plague unit hits a unit with no armor as well, they do obviously cause the plague-infected wound, which you want to avoid because you do not want to... You don't want your characters getting that, just because it's a whole lot of extra money you have to spend on repairs. Now these guys are probably not going to get a go. I'm really just putting some just in case stuff down, and we got plenty of temporary valor points, so. We're already set up to kill him, so rather than waste some time moving some people, we'll just go for it like that. So this party against Plague Ridden, fantastic. In the upcoming patch, there is going to be a lot of Plague Ridden around the place, for sure. Harag is got things called hordes in it from the patch notes, which is super, super cool. Fervent support. Brutality. I don't think I want brutality. We've already got one destabilization. I feel like that's enough. This means my people are getting hit, and I'm trying to avoid that. Okay, we're going with brutality. I probably need to keep my guys slightly more gathered up, given things like that. Alright, I'm sorry I had to kill your neighbors that you had stored in your basement, but it was for your own good. And we continue on to the Legion camp. So I still have not run into a ghost pack yet. We do seem to be running around in the middle of the day more than towards the evenings. So it is possible that I will rest very soon, just so that I get my rest time kind of more lined up with where I can fight the ghost pack as well. Alright, so we have finished the Fate of Arthas now. Now, if we rest here, the Legion may call on us very soon to help invade Korsha. So let's see whether that is what happens. We've got a ton of carcasses. I don't actually have anywhere to spend them yet, so I should probably just eat them, honestly. And can I do... Can I do a bit more cooking? What recipe don't we have? We got 6 knowledge points. We got some venison to cook up. Let's cook up some venison. Do we have any salt? I didn't actually check with salt. No, we don't have much salt. Oh well. So you will notice I do like saving up my yeah, let's just go for the carcasses. They're pretty heavy too. I do like saving up my knowledge points. So I know a lot of people would probably spend them as soon as they get them. I think we might have discovered something from our scholar there. We did. However, I just prefer waiting until, you know, it is time and there's something that I know that I want. Alright, the Colonel... Let us finish off the scenario by invading Korsha. I think after we win this fight, that'll probably... Ooh, we have a ghost pack. Alright, we're going to go take on the ghost pack on the way to town. Let's do it. We need to. I need this white leather. Alright, much like the... Plague Infected, ghost packs are actually really good for our party because we can just zone them out so easily. So I'm going to take a stand in this little corridor here, probably stop pretty much everyone from getting to me, and I will turn this video back on once I have finished this ghost pack so that we can finish off the County of Arthas scenario together. Back in a moment. Okay, so we are just tuning in back at the very end of this fight, and it was one of those fights that just went absolutely perfectly. We managed to take out, you know, all the waves exactly as I was hoping for. we have managed to do it without taking any health damage. And in fact, we only ended up taking, what was it, armor damage on 1, 2, 3 characters, and a tiny, tiny amount of armor damage at that. So it was a fight that went as well as we could possibly hope for. Oh no, we did take a tiny bit of health damage there, but that's only because the Nightmare's attack is an attack that is guaranteed to do health damage. So yeah, it was good. You know, we set ourselves up in the little section like we had planned, and everything went according to plan. So it was good. We've got ourselves some ghost leather and a whole bunch of meat to cook up as well, which is great because we are starting to run a bit lower on food. We get a level up and a double section on movement, which is fantastic. Okay, so we got Protector. I have a feeling that I kind of want to change him into a fighter at some stage, but that's all right. He's not really a damage dealer, so we're going to go with he gains deflection automatically, which is great because his shield doesn't actually do that at the moment. Now, the other thing that I forgot to do in that battle, which I'll have to instead change up now on the way to the next battle, is you're only using an iron. You can use the Legion. What is it? It's plus 13. It's a little bit lower than the plus 17, 18 you get from a steel. But Flurry of Blows is an ability that I just really like, so he's keeping it. Alright, and we're heading back to the main town of Corsia so that we can kick off and finish the county of Arthas off. Dun, dun, dun. We did manage to get enough white leather from that fight to fully equip our fighters in level 5 weapons. Now, we are only running short of wood, so we're going to have to go and collect some wood from somewhere. I guess the forests nearby will have some. That will have to do us in this instance, I think. And let's try get this fight in before our fatigue runs out. Fantastic. Under the General's order, the Legion is taking control of Arthas. His lordship will spare you your lives if you turn in without a fight. Alright, so we have Lord Vanale, and we got 3 allies in this fight. That's quite a few. I don't mind that at all. Hopefully we get the Colonel and whatever his leader bonus is. I always like when you get a leader bonus. It's nice. We do. Leader's Opportunism. So the unit's attack also deal 5% health damage to them. And so this is a great example of the best time to have something like the, not Impale, the Flurry of Blows skill equipped. Alright, what are we going to do? We are going to... I'm going to put a Legionary over here so that Sapper and other people can kind of charge in at him. The Colonel also has Flurry of Blows, fantastic. And so do these guys. So we will need to engage Lahat at some point soon. Okay, the Sapper and the Legionary are up first. So we are just going to stall for time. Knock them back. Keep them pinned in place. We do not have many Valor points. That is something that we need to be a little careful of here. So I probably need to get Calic to run over and do a Galvanize when we can, but we're just going to go straight for Vanale here. So Flurry of Blows is meant to do 29 damage because of our leader buff as well, though. Every time we hit, we deal another 5. So I don't know how much we ended up dealing there, but we took him down about 50 health points somehow as well. Probably wouldn't have expected to do maybe quite that much. However, I will take it. Now, we're on full health, and this sapper's here. So I'm just going to cop the hit from the sapper there. Seems like it's pinging twice, just so that I can set myself up for a little spear wall and get a valor point back as well. Legionary knocks the sapper back. Alright, and the duelist charge is stopped by the spear wall. Always so much fun. Let's come down. Let's try to take Lord Venale out. So he'd obviously be quite a high strength character. We've got 2 points left, and our Wrath should do the job. Very nice. We have our leader bonus. They no longer have theirs. What a pity. What a pity for them. Can't quite stop the second legionary. Now, we're out of Valor, so we can't actually set up another spear wall here. So we might just run over and do an engage. Nothing particularly special. And this is why I put their legionary over on our flank as well. Take a few hits for us. This duelist hasn't had his turn yet. We can probably run over and slow him down, at the very least. And the sapper might even help us out here too. Just on the duelist. Boring. Good enough, I guess. Good enough. Alright, let's get up this way. Probably should have stopped next to someone rather than where I did, but that's all fine. And we can get a galvanize on 2 whole people before we spend both of those points again. Alright, let's take out the legionary. No valor to do anything else, so they can wait right there. The duelists are a very weird class. Definitely, well, I won't say not my favorite, but just an odd class is all. Alright, Lorhan, let's take out this duelist. And I like that they're not engaging me just because none of their melee units can actually engage in combat. Waiting for this duelist to go, and then I might run down and knock this sapper out. I might go and engage this sapper with our absolutely brutal hammer. This legendary hammer is definitely one of my favorite weapons in the game. Okay, let's go down here and knock you out. Mm, and we'll do that again. Cool, cool, cool. Well, the fight for Korsha is almost over, progressing very, very nicely and easily, if I do say so myself. Um, so after this, we've gathered enough white leather. We've got another couple of people up to level 5. We do need to replace an archer in the team, unfortunately. But overall, I would say that this has been a very successful run. Let me know what you thought of it. I think the sound is better. I've been playing around with it. It has been causing me headaches. But please let me know what you think. I'm just trying to think. Let me know what you guys are doing to get ready for Harag as well. Whether you're setting any time aside for when it comes out. I do think it's probably going to be the biggest update of the next, 3 to 4 months. It's hard to see that there would be a bigger update coming until, the next major quarter patch as well. But I guess we will see how we go. And it has been fun jumping back on this party again, I must say. So I think it took me a couple of fights to get back into the swing of things. I definitely won't say the first couple of fights went as smoothly as I had anticipated. I'm also still massively surprised that archer died. As I set this video up, I am totally going to be watching that and maybe adding in a little comment about it. That was the most unexpected bit of this run, I must admit. Honestly, picking up a level 3 archer is not so significantly different from picking up a level 4. The only thing that we're really going to be missing is the ability for that archer to use a level 5 bow a little bit earlier. And I don't know, that's pretty minor. It's not going to be make or break for the party. Alright, what do we got? Archerman, you can come over here. Shoot him. There we are, very nice. And we have helped the Legion conquer Korsha. The ooh, medium armor, level 6, 62 armor. That's quite nice. Compared to our current 38 armor. Oh, I haven't looted it yet. There we go. And it means I don't have to repair this piece either now. Nice. Did we get a sword there as well? We did. We got a level 6 Hoatz sword, and that's not actually going to be an upgrade for us, though. We're in town, so we won't repair. And we get our reward. We have finished Arthas. Fantastic. Now, funnily enough, though, I think as we head into town here, you do have the ability to do a little bit more. We're going to sell that sword and sell that spear. I might just double check that that's not an upgrade for somebody else. I still haven't shown you guys the trap. I'm pretty sure I was meant to do that quite some time ago now. Okay, where are we up to? I might make some of those things a little bit later. That is all fine. And let's just have a quick look in the inn at the quest board here. I know they haven't asked us to kick the Legion out yet. Sometimes as soon as you conquer the town, you get asked to help kick them out as well. It's quite entertaining. All right, well, this party is now more ready for Harag. We've got some additional level 5 characters. We've got some additional level 5 armor and weapons on the way. I should say just weapons. We don't have level 5 armor yet. And yep, they will be ready to go in no time at all. All right, thank you very much for watching. Have a great evening. That is CAG, over and out.